So 2 Super Smash Bros. Games have recently came out. Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS, and Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U, for the Wii U. However, the character and rosters in either are absolutely immense, but there are always those few characters that we'd always like to see in the games, whether they're probable for the next installment or not. Here's my countdown for the top 5 characters I would like to see in the next Super Smash Bros. Game. Now, to qualify for this list, the characters simply have to be playable in a Nintendo game, or be in a Nintendo game as a boss, or as a fight, or whatever. But that will include third-party Nintendo characters, as well as mainstream ones. So, with that out of the way, roll that intro. Now, you'll remember that Lord of the Rings game I played for the Game Boy a few months ago. It kinda sucked, to say the least. Despite what you may be thinking about that last game, there actually have been many good Lord of the Rings titles to come to Nintendo consoles. The one I'm talking about, The Lord of the Rings Return of the King for the Nintendo GameCube, and, spoiler alert for an 11-year-old game, the final boss in that game is none other than the creature Gollum. Now, could you just sit there and imagine Gollum in a Super Smash Bros. Game? He would absolutely tear through enemies with a ferociousness that has never been seen in any of the Smash Bros. Games. Like, for his final smash, he could literally mount onto the back of his foes and then bite their flippin' middle fingers off. Awesome. And I think it would be absolutely hilarious that every time Gollum falls off the side, it would just cut to some video clips, something like this. Now imagine this, a character in Smash Bros. That is completely up to your imagination. For number 4, I have Max from the Scribblenauts games. Now you may be thinking to yourselves,
Ranger, that character would be so OP. You could literally fight people with anything.
As to which I would respond with, well, yeah, that's kind of the point. Now, I mean, there should be obvious restrictions as to how OP this character can be. I mean, you shouldn't be able to just, like, type in Nuclear Blast and, you know, just win a match, but I'm gonna leave that up to the Nintendo guys to figure that out. I mean, maybe for his final smash, you could just type in anything and just get rid of your opponent as quick as possible, but, again, there'd be restrictions, and I'd let those be up to the Nintendo people to figure out, because I'm not a game designer. I'm gonna kill my enemy with a giant pair of socks! Back in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, we were introduced to one of the most unpredictable characters ever to come into a Nintendo game, that of course being Sonic the Hedgehog. So now that Nintendo has the power to put Sonic characters in their Super Smash Bros. Games, I think there's one pretty obvious character that would make a good fit for a fighting game. The toughest fighter in all of the Sonic universe, I'm talking of course about Big the Cat! Just kidding, it's Knuckles. Left jab, right jab, kick to the nuts. Left jab, right jab, kick to the nuts. I'd imagine playing as Knuckles in the game would just be as satisfying as playing as Little Mac in the sense that they are both bare-knuckle brawlers. Knuckles would be an absolutely unstoppable force to play against. I could just imagine him using the power of the Master Emeralds to blow his enemies right off the side of the stage. Knuckles would be able to glide from side to side of the stages and maybe even dig down for hidden power-ups. All in all, I'd say Knuckles would make a pretty stellar addition to the Super Smash Bros. Roster. Now, for being one of Nintendo's flagship franchises, there really aren't that many Zelda characters in Smash Bros. Games. You have Ganondorf, who kinda sucks, 3 iterations of Link, which are basically the same person, and Zelda and Sheik, who basically, well, spoiler alert again for a game that's basically as old as I am, are the same people. A character from the Zelda franchise that I think would make a great addition to the Smash Bros. Roster is none other than Skull Kid from The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Skull Kid was an assist trophy for Super Smash Bros. 4 and really got a lot of people's hopes up for a new character. I mean, who wouldn't want to be an anti-hero fighting people with the power of the Mask of Majora? Seems pretty awesome to me. I'd imagine Skull Kid would have unimaginable strength and the power to levitate and teleport, making him even more unpredictable of a character to fight. And his final smash would probably be so kick-ass. I'd imagine it would be something like him summoning the power of the moon and throwing it down on his pathetic opponent. They have 3 days remaining.
Oh wait, they're dead!
This final character I have thought long and hard about, but eventually I managed to come to a conclusion. For my number 1 spot, I am giving it to Spyro the Dragon. Well, pre-Skylanders, I'd say. Well, I will admit that Skylanders is a very fun and addicting game, and a few years ago I've probably spent more money on that game than I'd like to tell, but there's just something about the old Spyro. He had such a ruthlessness that his newer part just doesn't. One of my favorite games of all time is Spyro: A Hero's Tale for the Nintendo GameCube, and even in the hub of that world, you could literally go around and burn innocent sheep to a crisp. And some of his other games made him seem even more ruthless when he gained abilities to breathe fire, or breathe different elements, including lightning and ice and just all this kind of stuff that can destroy your enemies. I mean, you can literally fry your opponent from all the way across the stage with a lightning strike. He could also probably pick up characters from the scruff of their neck, glide off the side of the map, drop them down into the abyss, and then glide back safely to victory. All in all, I'd say Spyro the Dragon would make an awesome addition to the Super Smash Bros. Roster, and he'd definitely be a formidable foe to face when you have to. That is why I chose him for my number 1 spot. Well guys, there you have it. That is my list for the top 5 characters I would like to see in the next Super Smash Bros. Game. Now, just for legal reasons, whatever, just note that I do not claim any photos, videos, or music displayed in this video. They belong to their rightful owners and not me. And as always with my countdowns, I would like you all to go in the comments, post your top 5 Super Smash Bros. Characters you would like to see, or maybe your number 1, or maybe your number 35. I mean, it's your comment section, you do what you want. Yeah, awesome. Totally should have wrote a script for this. Don't know what I was going to say, but I was going to say something. Hold on, wait for it to come, and yes, I will put a link to, if you want to see my older countdown list of when I counted down the top 8 Mario Kart games. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. Please like, favorite, subscribe, do whatever you want. I don't know. Just stay awesome, my friends.